Sunday, folks. Sunday. You can literally do what I am, walk off the fat. It's a little windy today, but I gotta get out and mix it up because 90% of my videos, I lead by example by walking and talking. And there's a plane that decided to go right over my head. So if you're annoyed by the wind and the noise, this video is not for you, but I gotta keep it pushing forward, plugging forward, bringing the energy, sharing it with you all, and letting you know that no matter what age, which gender you are, this video is a generality because I love my fellow brothers, but I also love my fellow women as well, right? And I always believe that both genders are very powerful together than apart. So welcome to the channel, and I'm a very interesting character from a standpoint of when it comes to fitness and self-improvement. I may have some controversial views, but I'm sure that you can appreciate it. And today I'm actually on, doing what I love to do, which is walking, which is the bare minimum in my world, in my books, is that God has gifted you a pair of hands and most importantly, a pair of feet, right? And think about how much weight we need to carry on a day-to-day basis, not just physically, but here, mentally, right? Emotionally, physically. All of these things will take a toll on our health over time and create, very distinct toxins in our body, and we got to walk it off, right? So there's a little bit of a pun intended there, right? Walk it off. But it's really true, is that if you are trying to get in the best shape of your life, folks, you don't have to do anything fancy. Like, this journey is a long game. So it's literally a step-by-step process, right? And when you are starting off your health journey, the first and foremost, you got to envision the final product, but you also have to realize that it takes a while to get to that finished product, right? And I'm here to tell you that each and every one of you has that superhero, heroine, the Supergirl in you, Superman in you to get there, right? And what you're seeing by way of who I am today at the age of 49, I just didn't get here overnight, right? It's countless hours of showing up like this, I can't express to you that I could have been resigned. I could have easily given up today and not showed up and done a video today. One, my really good gimbal broke, so thankfully that was under warranty. I should have the new one shipped out, and I should have it this week. This is a temporary gimbal. It's my backup, which seems to be doing all right. It's holding up, and the videos need to be made. Walking needs to be done, right? So as I'm walking, I'm documenting my journey too. And sometimes, you may think I'm talking a whole lot of nothing, but I'm reinforcing the point that if you're getting anything out of my videos, just remember I'm a thriving Gen Xer. I bring lots of energy on my YouTube channel. And I not only just talk the talk, I walk the talk. And I talk the talk and I walk the talk and talk the walk, and every single combination you can think of, I do it, right? I'm not everyone's cup of tea. And you got to realize that you won't be everyone's cup of tea. And my approach is a little extreme in terms of Mamba mentality and the disciple of Kobe Bryant. You've probably seen my studio at home, right? And that's how I approach my life, is being the best version of yourself. And walking is the most therapeutic, most gifting. It's life's gift. That's what I like to think, and that's how I see walking, as life's gifts. I always fail to do this. Let me track my steps. So that's another thing, is if you have a tracker, right, you can help track your steps. And guys and girls, if you are not motivated to walk, okay, you are missing out immensely, because I can't tell you how therapeutic this activity is. That's absolutely free in every sense. Like, there is no cost associated with walking, right? This is the greatest gift you can give to your body, if anything. Think about the daily compounding effect, right? And if you're trying to lose fat, like, really quick, right? Lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 15, 20 pounds. Give yourself a timeline, maybe a month, right? But you do this every single day, right? You show up and walk every single day after every single meal. And here's a little hack, a biohack, right? Incorporating light intermittent fasting on your walks. That's right, incorporate light intermittent fasting during your walks, meaning that right before you're about to break your fast, hack your system by drinking some water and going for a 15, 20, maybe 30-minute walk. You're gonna have to pee at some point, right? Because defecation, urination, passing stool, right? This is part of the detoxing cycle, right? And then it's actually a good sign if you're going to the bathroom a bit, is because your body is getting rid of the fat. And walking essentially mobilizes, right? You're essentially activating your biology within digestion, blood flow, right? You're burning calories, right? You psychologically, it's a mental boost. Walking boosts mental health. Like you're releasing all these good pheromones and chemicals throughout your entire system that you may not have experienced before. And so, guys, you don't need a gym membership necessarily. You know, I think sometimes gym memberships, personally for me, I just tend to get caught up with the brand, the name of the gym, the gear, and all the distractions that come about. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind me some eye candy of any, you know, by any means, all the ladies that I see out there. But you know, I think working out, training is very personal for me, and so I like my quiet therapeutic walks, right? Outside of just resistance training, weight training, doing sprints, walking is the most easiest form of exercise on your joints, right? And you think about doing this every single day, right? Getting closer and closer to your goals, your fat loss goals, your weight loss goals. This can be done at any age. And guys, the thing is that your joints, right? Your muscle fibers, right? Your heart rate, your lungs, your kidneys, your liver, right? All of these things need to come together, right? Your mind, of course, it comes together to signal to your body that this guy or this girl is putting in some work, and we need to get rid of the bad stuff from our body, right? And the bad stuff is fat, the bad weight, right? So this hopefully is making sense to you, is that you may not be motivated to walk right this very second, right this very minute, right? But start with small steps. Start with a 10-minute walk. See, the guarantee of doing walking is that it only gets better with time, guys. It only gets better with time. And I can't stress this enough, that fitness trainers and gurus, from my understanding, even doctors, like let's go to doctors. Forget the fitness goers. Doctors, pharmaceuticals, big pharma, medicines, right? They don't want to tell you this information. They won't tell you that, my guy or my girl, you know, the best cure for all of this, the mess that you're in right now, medically, you can reverse some of these situations. You know, it has a positive impact on diabetes as well as to walk. They don't tell you this, right? They want to keep you on medicine. They want to keep you on drugs, pharmaceutical medications, prescriptions, right? And, you know, some of these cholesterol markers and numbers that these doctors come up with, it can be a little skewed. So you got to do your research and kind of put two and two together and look at your biology. You know, if you're getting your physical every year, this is a great time to get those readings aligned and do the experiment yourself by walking, right? Do the experiment yourself by walking. Another great thing about walking is that it's gonna make you drink water, right? So essentially, if you look at the math and the connectivity, how this all connects, is that you drink a gallon of water every single day, make a considered effort to get out there and absorb this wonderful vitamin D, this wonderful gift of nature, right? You combine all of this, right? Look at everything that's coming together to help you shred that extra weight. Drinking enough water, getting your bare minimum steps in, right? Doing intermittent fasting, maybe skipping your breakfast or skipping your lunch or calling it early and not having your dinner and having 2 meals instead of 3, right? And prioritizing protein, following a good sleep hygiene pattern, right? How many of us are sleep deprived? We just have such disregard for sleep. We don't realize that that's where a lot of the beauty happens of becoming the best version of you. The recovery process happens during sleep, right? So this is the fastest way for you, ladies and gentlemen, to lose weight, body fat, and improve composition by incorporating walking. So I can't stress this enough, guys. So as you can see, I'm struggling with this new gimbal here, in terms of balancing and how it cooperates with me, but it seems like it's doing okay. So if you folks are hanging with me, thank you very much. I will have the new gimbal, my regular one that I use, so it should be here this week, and I won't have this issue. So you can find many excuses to stay home and not walk and do anything, right? We tend to be very lazy as human beings, and our body wants to remain comfortable. They want to keep us, on our couches, glued to the TV, remote, right? And most importantly, reaching for the bad stuff, reaching for the bad foods that should not have no business being in your refrigerator to begin with. So that's how you should start looking at your fitness journey. Eliminate the process of elimination, right? The process of elimination. What do you need to go? What do you need currently in your life to add to your goals, right? What do you need to remove from your current life that's going to also enhance your goals? So there's a little bit of a addition by subtraction that needs to happen. But guys, I can't stress this enough that you can watch countless videos like this, right? And some of these are mumbo jumbo, essentially, because I'm trying to say the same thing in different ways, and it may land differently with different people. Is that the work needs to be done? Like, no one can walk the walk for you. Right? In order for all of this to come together, you need to come together. You need to come together and realize that it doesn't matter how old you are. It's never too late to get into the best shape of your life. Never too late, right? It took me a while to get used to holding a camera and talking as well. If you go to my earlier videos when I started this channel, you'll see the struggle was real. The struggle was real. Now, not only can I hold the camera and walk and talk, and sometimes I don't know where the words come from, I just know that I get better the more I walk, right? The best part about all of this is some of my best ideas are born and bred right here during these walks, right? And I lose track of time. You give yourself 10 minutes to walk, you'll soon forget that 10 minutes is up, because this is an extremely enjoyable activity, very fun way to lose weight, regain your focus, think about life, think things through, make good decisions, or come to grips with some tough decisions, right? And it's almost like your therapy session, like your month in review, your week in review, right? Your year in review, like your year in review. Where are you now? Where you need to go? You think about it, we're already in April. April's already over. So Q2, we're almost a wrap with Q2, right? So where are you health-wise? You got to review those goals, reset, recharge, and walking is the simplest way for you to kickstart, recharge your life, get your act together, and start walking, get that heart rate up, okay? And talk to yourself. Instill good, solid affirmations. Do it with someone you love, do it with a friend. I can do this alone all day. It gives me the opportunity to be out and about and make these videos, mix things up for my channel. This is what I'm known for, is the walk and talk guy, right? Okay, folks, I'm gonna jump to the next topic, next video. Thanks for being here. Appreciate any support and feedback. Till the next video, Mamba out.